Hello and welcome to this episode of Community Connections, airing right here on OROMIA11. I am your host, Anna Orr, and today we are talking to the Executive Director, Tyra Moore, of A Girl Like Me Incorporated. Now, this is an amazing nonprofit organization that is doing some really great work out of Detroit, Michigan. This is going to be a wonderful episode you won't want to miss. Tyra Moore, welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Now, you are here in the role of Executive Director of your organization, A Girl Like Me Incorporated. Talk to me about what led you to this vision. You guys are doing some really good work.
Yes, when I was 14 years old, I became pregnant. No one knew. My mom, she actually found out on a Tuesday. I gave birth in that same week on that Friday. When we was in the hospital, I just remember her crying and calling family, friends in the community. And when we got released from the hospital, we went back to my grandmother's house and it was things up the stairs and in the home. And when I saw that, it brought me chills. And I just feel like I wanted to pay it forward because I wasn't being judged. Like my village came through to help me.
Mm-hmm. Now, outside of that, what did you feel like was some of the infrastructure in place in your community to help mothers like you? I think oftentimes when we look at what reproductive health or education looks like or support for new young moms, there's not a lot for 14-year-olds.
Yes, for me, to be honest, I didn't know about anything. I wasn't doing any research about it. My mom, I was going to like therapy because, of course, I was a teenager at that age. Being pregnant, I was going to therapy, but I don't even remember finding or getting any resources that provided the things that we provided. I know like our community came through for us. My mom, of course, with me being a teen, she helped out with majority of everything because she had to. She was my parent. So I don't even recall like ever going to a place that gave out like the classes that we provide or just gave out baby items. It was just my community. I remember just coming through and helping us out.
Now, that situation, you becoming a mom at 14 years old, gave you the vision for this. But what had you come up specifically with the name A Girl Like Me?
So that story is wild. So not only, I was a young teen mom, I actually was a young mom as well. When I turned 21, I met my husband, which was my boyfriend back then. And I had my first child, 21 turning 22. I'm sorry, my second child at 21, 22. And then my last baby I had at 22 turning 23. So I had like a toddler and I had, two babies. And it's kind of like fast forward. Of course, I used to always tell him about like, what I wanted to do. And like after we had got married, we used to always like take drives and look at our dream homes. And one day it just came to me. It was A Girl Like Me. And I was like, oh my God, take me down to the city county building where I can see if this name belongs to anyone. I want to register this name. So we made a detour from our plans and I went and registered the name. I don't even know how it came to me, but the thought was I wanted to help girls like me and also prevent girls from, being a teen parent as well. So that's how it led me to that name. It just came to me as a thought while driving.
Now, for people that are unfamiliar with the work you guys are doing, can you talk to me about what it looks like for you guys to serve your community day in and day out?
So for us, monthly, we are open every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 3 p.m. And on every second week of the month, from Tuesday to Friday, we are open from 11 to 3. And what we do is we provide classes like childbirth classes. We provide lunch and learns where different organization jobs, teachers, they come out and talk to the moms. We do a car seat safety class and I provide the moms with new car seats or booster seats because I'm a certified car seat tech. Also, we do a nutrition class where either we do a cooking demo or we meet up at the park and do a walking group. We also work with the youth. So I have a youth mentoring program where I help girls 11 to 17. Right now, I'm partnered with my kids' school where we were doing every Monday and Wednesdays. And now we're working with them doing the summer program, not just with the girls, with the boys as well. And every month it's like we do like the free giveaways. We have diaper trading. So if a mom have like the little small diapers, or they have two big diapers and they want to trade for the bigger size, instead of going to the store and paying for them because diapers are high, we switch with them. We provide sex kits, we provide plan Bs because we are with you whatever route you go. We do breastfeeding classes. We take suggestions from the moms, like what classes would you like to see happen, or what events you want us to have. We do a teen mom prom every year for moms 17 to 100 that missed out on their high school prom, which that started 5 years ago. This would be our fifth one this year, where that was just a thought that I came up with and made because I never had my high school prom. I thought about it in May. It took off in July. Sarah Jake Roberts, she sent out books. She provided transportation for all the moms. And the fact that I could do that was like to really reach out and get help to do these type of things was amazing to me. And also, every year we adopt 100 to 200 kids. My husband dresses up as Santa. It's a lot. We do a lot of different things, and it's just, to me, it's not a job. Everything is fun. It's just like, we were all put on this earth to help one another, and I just feel like we are that system in place that really helps, no judgment, and really want to help our girls, teens, our guys as well, our teen parents, young parents, and we even help beyond 25 years old.
I was going to just mention that, so we are definitely on the same wavelength. You are talking about the target age group in which you guys support is as young as 17?
So it's actually as young as 11. We did have a couple of girls, younger than that, because of course we would love for our young girls to have a seat at the table, because there's so much going on with social media. They already are seeing these things. But yes, we started as young as, like with the school, we started at 9. So it's as young as 9. And also I picked that age range because those were some of the crucial ages in my life. So if you are over 20, 25, we still help you. Even if you are a new mom, we have a new mom that's like 40. We still help. We don't turn anyone away, but like that age, we try to get that age that we are looking for, but we don't turn anyone away, no matter the age. A grandparent, a caregiver, we don't turn anyone away.
I think it's so important that you guys are focusing on young moms at such an early age, because it seems like there's such a deficit of being able to kind of pass down skills, like you said, knowing about how to prepare for the car seat, that when you take your baby home, you have to have a car seat and you have to clear a few things before you're able to leave. And if that's not taken care of, you aren't able to leave with your baby. But if you've never had anybody tell you that, if you've never had a child before, how would you know that?
Exactly.
It's so important. Even simple things like when you were talking about the diapers and, teaching people about that. Yes, there are different sizes and you can swap. You don't have to try to figure out how to sell it to somebody else or how to do this or that. There are ways in your community to get what you need and to support one another. And I think that's so important, specifically in today's society where we're literally watching our government strip reproductive rights away from women and many of our citizens right here in the United States of America. So I think it's beautiful to witness a girl like me, incorporated, fostering community in this way and helping the next generation. As we know, plenty of us in our community, the African American community, are often not sharing a lot of our wisdom anymore. It's kind of, the grandmothers are kind of falling away, the aunties are coming up younger. And so that space, sweet spot where I just was saying about sharing and imparting wisdom one to another sometimes doesn't always make it to the next one. And because usually we live in a communal setting, I'm watching a younger cousin, a friend's child, somebody, a grandparent is watching somebody, and they may not know these things. But if they're linking with your organization, they're able to get the education and the support that they need to create a healthy environment for them, their community, and their babies.
Yes, exactly.
And that's my goal in this interview, that people are able to hear this information and connect to it and hopefully start something in their area that resembles this, because I think it is very necessary for women to be able to lean on one another and kind of help each other navigate what the next week, month, year ahead looks like.
exactly what we are trying to model. I forgot to mention, we do parenting classes too, where we work with the moms for about like 10 to 12 weeks, and they do like job training, or we help them get back to school. And I have a lot of my moms that have came back, giving back, because they always ask me, like, they say like, thank you so much, what can we do for you? And I always say, just pay it forward. And I had one of my moms actually a year ago, she came back. She was working at a college. She was explaining to me, like, how we helped her and things like that. And she wanted to come. How could she come back? And I was like, okay, I'm starting these parenting class. And she was like, it's perfect because I work at a college and I would love to help and teach the moms how to build and do a resume. So when we did the classes, it was feeling real good. It was a real good moment to have one of our moms that reached out and wanted to give back by helping a girl like me, Inc. And that's another thing that I love is with being able to teach them, help them get in school, help them get their GEDs, help them with crucial conversation. We had a parenting class on that, how to be able to talk to yourself, talk to your employers, talk to your friends, and most of all, communicate with your kids. Because of course, if a mom is feeling good, they'd be really feeling good about taking care of their baby, no matter what situation they're going through. And that's a high point for me, is doing like parenting classes, because it's not easy. Like, I don't even know how I just learned. I used to just babysit, and not only did I have my baby, my niece and my daughter are 8 months apart. So I was helping my sister out too. So it just came naturally, even though I was a kid and I had a kid. It was just like, I don't have that, a girl like me. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have that around me, but I just feel like it was necessary because I was so fearful of being judged, being talked about. Even if people were doing that, it was like I didn't hear it, I didn't know it, but I did have a couple of instances where I was getting like harsh things said to me, but it was coming from my own home. It was my mom. So when I did have my baby, even though she helped, she had like words, or she'd say like, your life is over now, you will never be anything. And one time when I was younger, I almost wanted to commit suicide. Like, I had everything ready down our basement, everyone was gone, and I was getting things ready to just end my life. And then when I end up coming back upstairs, my baby always bringing me chills, I'm sorry, my baby was just cooing and just smiling at me. And I'm sorry.
That's
And
all
I
right.
was
Take your
like,
time.
when I saw that, I was like, okay, if I go down there and do this, who's going to rescue her? And no one didn't even come back home until like midnight. And this was like in the afternoon. So she probably would have just passed away too. And I'm like, from then on, I was like, I have to do what I have to do. Even though we had been through things when she was younger, like being homeless and stuff like that, I just couldn't give up because I had someone that was dependent on me. And she doesn't know why she's here. She doesn't know what's going on. And she doesn't see me as a teen mom. She just see I'm this person that's supposed to take care of her. And then it's like a full circle moment, because even though my mom said all that, we have men in our relationship, my mom actually works for a girl like me. So it's like it's amazing to see just how far everything has came. I would have never thought me going through what I went through has, turned into this. I even wrote a children's book on it, with my daughter getting bullied herself because people knew that her mom was a teen mom. So I just wrote about her feelings and things in the children's book.
It really sounds like you've had such a full circle moment to really actualize how far you've actually come. And not
Yes.
just for you and your babies, but in the lives of the women you're helping. It seems like it's a ripple effect as it continues to spread out into the community. And I think it's really beautiful that you shared that it wasn't perfect with you and your mom in the beginning. And it did take some work, but you guys were able to mend those broken places and move forward. And for her to stand with you, not only as your mother, but also now as an employee, and continue the work, providing a roadmap for other mothers as they're supporting their kids in this journey. Because I'm sure you are not the first or the last who has been told those things when they've said to their parent, hey, I'm expecting. I think that's really important for people to understand. Now, we were talking about you being in Detroit, Michigan. What has that experience been like as you support the community specifically in your area?
I want to say, to be honest, it's a blessing because I grew up there all my life. I always been in Detroit, and with me just coming out how I came out, which was a crazy story. I was working at um, Sinai Grace Medical Center as a medical assistant. I just got the job, was loving it. This was like 2019, and of course, the pandemic hit. So, but within that job, it was so wild to me because I knew it was going to be like where it was an OBGYN clinic, and I knew I was going to see moms and things, but it was just so shocking to me that a lot of the moms that were coming in were like teen and young moms and things like that. And I would just say things to them like, I know I'm working here now, but I have items. Do you need any type of assistance? Like just trying to help them already, even though I just had a name. I wasn't doing anything. I just had a name. So that would happen. And then like, I want to say, I believe it was March where everything just basically like shut down for us.
Mm-hmm.
And while that was going on, me and my husband had like 10K in the bank in our savings. And we like, since we're about to pass away, because we was feeling like everyone was going to pass away, I was like, I just want to, once we're able to come outside, I wanted to use that money because we couldn't take it with us if we, something happened to us. So what I did, I talked to him about it. Once it was kind of okay to go outside. We just went to all the stores like Walmart, Kroger's, Target, and we would just start buying up all the diapers, the wipes, the equipment that's needed, masks, hand sanitizer, all that type of stuff. Didn't have an idea of what I was doing, but I knew I was going to be helping because things were going like crazy. And so we just started doing that. We would go in the store and people would be like, oh, wow, how many kids you were in a daycare and all that? And I was like, we have a lot of kids. So we would just do that, buy everything, baby items. And I just took it to social media. I just reached out and asked everybody if they had like clothing items, new and gently used baby items, whatever they had. And we would collect them at my home. And I would have my little cousins come over, my niece, my daughter. We would sort through clothing. And I'm like, okay, I want to do more. So I went on social media again. I made a flyer, and we have like this event space. Well, it's a parking lot down the street from our home. And I asked the people that owned it, like, could we use it? And I just was posting all over social media and just making flyers saying, like, we have free diapers, free everything you may need, household items. And the community started going. And that's where I just kept doing that, kept collecting, going out. I was helping with like Meals on Wheels, delivering to the seniors. It was just, I wanted to give back because I didn't think our town was going to be here long because a lot of our people was just dropping, passing away left to right. Like it was just so much going on. And I wanted to try to give a sense of, helping. And even with the kids at school, it was a lot of things, mental health things going on where kids couldn't talk to their friends, see their friends and all that. But once they kind of opened it all the way up, we were still wearing masks. In November, that's when I started the youth mentoring because I didn't want, with them being isolated, I wanted to have some sense of community of girl talk and things like that. And it just, went from there. I taught them CPR, period care, anything a young girl should know about their body and themselves. We talked about it. And I just love that. Things I didn't get to, know and feel when I was growing up. I just feel like, our young ladies needed to know.
I think that's so important. Now, you echoed a little bit about your team, your husband assisting you, your mom working for you. Talk to me about the team at A Girl Like Me. Is it just the three of you guys? Is there more?
Yes, it's more so with my husband. He's just multi-purpose. Whatever I need him to do, he helped me with everything. And also, he's a community leader too. He's a Detroit firefighter and EMT. So he helps. He loves helping people. Just period too. So he helps with any and everything. He's security. He's a photographer. He's whatever we need him to be. And also, what is so wild with my daughter being bullied, she was going to the school in 5th grade. And I had got called to the school because something was going on. So one of her friends, she was helping my daughter actually. She saw that my daughter was being bullied and she stepped right in and she was about to beat the girl up. And then the school had called, they ended up having a meeting. And I ended up meeting her mom. So from there, we became friends, and her daughter would come over my house, and then her older sister, she used to get jealous, and we took her right in too. We would consider ourselves family, and we kind of had lost touch for a while. And when I started doing like the community stuff, making applications, I used to think about these not baby baskets, teen baskets and household items. And I seen her name come up, and I'm like, Marilyn, it's me, it's Tyra. I'm doing this. And from then on, when she came, she was like, what's going on and what I was doing. And she loved everything. And she was like, how could I help? So mind you, then we didn't have any funding back then like that. We had just was volunteering, and she's been with us ever since. And she's our community outreach. She goes to like the events. She helped with donations. And she, when we get like community service people or volunteers, everyone goes through her. And it was just amazing full circle because she was actually a teen mom too. I ended up finding that out. So it's just like, for some reason, I just was connecting with teen moms that used to be teen moms. And also we have a assistant, Miss Kiana. She had wanted to volunteer like 2 years ago. And then she ended up putting in an application, and it came down to her and somebody else. And she ended up, getting a job. And I have a youth assistant. So we used to do a thing. Well, we still do it. It's called GDYT in the city of Detroit, where they pay youth to work. So she ended up picking my site, ended up working for us for the summer last year. And I end up afterwards, she didn't have a job because it's like only for like 6 weeks. She was 21, but I ended up hiring her because I liked how she worked. I was like, I split my salary in half because I like how she works, and I would love to have her a part. So we had her, and also a volunteer, someone that came in just doing donations like 4 years ago. And she was just like, if you have anything, I would love to help you out. And I seen that she was an up and coming doula. She's been with us. Miss Khadijah, she does our childbirth classes. She started off as a volunteer and also coming in, sending donations. And now she works for us. We have a breastfeeding tech. So I think it's like 8 of us that works together. I have
Okay.
my best friend. She's a teacher. She is the lead youth teacher. So I'm like, it's just full circle moment because all the people that has been helping me, and I have saw that they really are into this type of work, I hired them. So yeah, it's
And
8
it
of us.
sounds like they all come with unique pieces contributing to the larger puzzle picture of what a girl like me is.
Yes,
I
yes.
think that's beautiful. Now, you guys are doing this work as an organization, but are you guys working with any civic leaders, any government agencies, or community partners to kind of help you guys further your reach in your community?
Yeah, so with that too, I had reached out to like the senator years ago, our senator for our community, and she had linked me with someone named Shanita Gary. She does civic engagements, voter registration, and come to find out she was actually a teen mom, and we've been locked in. She's like my sister. We're like best friends just for reaching out to the senator. And yes, we partner with like we have things with the government, with the state. We actually end up getting a contract. It's going on, this will be like the 3rd year with the state of Michigan that pays us to do this work. So this is how we are able to run our services, have a salary to pay staff. We work with our city council. They help us out. We do a lot of media and things for them. We get a lot of referrals from like, of course, Department of Human Services, Child Protective Services, foster care. We partner with our Detroit Health Department. They are the ones that do our safe sleep classes and provide the free pack and plays. We are with the state police. They are the ones that give us the free new car seats and booster seats. We have so many different like community partners that either do the same or focus on like yoga, mental health. Um, yes, we have like so many different partners. And also I received the grant. I think it's going on 3 years too, where I applied. This was my 3rd time applying. I kept getting denied. I had wanted to have our own hub. So I did have a space. I started off with a space with like, it looked like a mini classroom. That's when
Okay.
I started off. And then I ended up getting some funding. I won like a first grant from Wayne County. which was wild because I was just coming out and I ended up moving to a city called Southfield. But the rent, it kept going up too high. And my area is called Brightmoor. It's like a small community. And a pastor of a church there was like, I have this home. Would you like to use it? And I was like, yes, I would love to use it. He was like, you don't have to pay us anything. We love the work that you're doing. We want this here. So I was there for a while, but they did have someone that stayed upstairs. So it was a lot of like different health concerns and things like that, and things going on with the home. I had applied for this grant and ended up receiving it, and it was for like 150K. And I purchased my own home. Not only with the home, it came with a big backyard, and we own the side lot. So that was a very thankful moment because we needed our own type of hub that was free and clear of everything, and we can do exactly what we needed and wanted to do.
It sounds like everything just started to line up once you just started moving your feet and making the proper phone calls. Things just fell into place. People started showing up, resources started appearing, money started appearing.
Yes.
I think that might be a word for somebody watching this, that they need to pay attention. That if you move your feet, if you have something in your heart, on your mind, that you feel like you need to execute, if you start moving your feet, the people will come.
Yes, and I always say, do it scared. Like, if you feel like you're scared, that's the best time, like, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. Tyra, talk to me about what's next for a girl like me. What can we expect? Summer is around the corner and fall is right behind that.
Yes. So of course, this year, I always do like when it's my birthday month. So in July, I'll be turning 35. I always do like a real big community event. So we're known for our community giveaways where we collect items from the community and we set up in our side lot and moms come and shop for free. But if you attend our classes, you get like an earlier time to shop.
Okay.
So we always try to get our moms to come out to the classes. But this summer, of course, our fifth annual Teen Mom Prime will be in August. And for our seventh anniversary, it will be this year, November 4th. We are actually working on a documentary where I am screening and doing interviews with some teen moms around, also some celebrities. We're trying to get some celebrities to help us out, and also to show like a day in the life of, a girl like me, Inc. And we're going to do like a screening for our fourth anniversary because I want people to understand and see it's not always what you think when you see a teen mom. Like, for instance, for me, I was a heavier kid. I got good grades. It was just I was in, I guess, that puberty stage, and I just felt like, I wasn't liking myself. And the first boy that told me he liked me, I was beautiful, told me he loved me. The first time I even had sex, I got pregnant on my first time. So I want people to understand it's not always, as they say, like girls just being fast. Like, I have some moms that actually have been, assaulted by family members and became pregnant and things like that. Or, it's different cases. Everyone is not out here just trying to just have kids and just try to be this person. I want people to really understand and see, not saying that, I just want to say like, okay, being a teen mom is okay. It's just, I want you to hear the stories from different, sides of the table. So I'm working on that. And also I'm planning on opening up a site in Mississippi because like here in the South is like so different, so different. I
It
did an
is.
event here. I was called back to be a part of an event and I found a space. I'm just waiting on funding, but I would love to have a site down here in Mississippi. That's where I am right now. Actually, I'm here because of my niece. She's 21. She reminds me of me. She has a 1 year old and she just gave birth 7 days ago to
Wow.
her son. So I'm here for like 4 days just to help her, so she can get some things done around here because they don't have like the doulas we have, post and prenatal doulas. They don't have that here in
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi. So I'm the doula for the weekend to help her out. And also I just want hubs all around the world where people can come and get free diapers, free condoms, free Plan Bs, free sex kits, whatever they need, free pads, because those to me are all medical needs. And I'm like, these things should be free. So I would love to have in all 50 states just hub houses where we do pop-up classes and like moms, teens, and adults can just come and grab these items for free.
I think that's a beautiful vision. And I think it's very important that you are in Mississippi. I think some people know, but a lot of people don't, that Mississippi is one of the poorest states a part of the union, and they really do lack a lot of infrastructure to help families thrive. So I think it is very necessary for you to be there supporting your loved one, but also scoping out where a girl like me can be found next in their community. Now, lastly, I just want you to share with us how we can support the work of your organization.
I would say share us. Like, I love when people share things on social media, which we are located on Facebook and Instagram at A Girl Like Me Inc. Also TikTok. I post TikToks a lot on A Girl Like Me. It's at A Girl Like Me Inc. as well. People want to volunteer, want to do a class, want to donate. We are always accepting new and gently baby items first, but we would love to accept like kids clothes, teen clothes, adult clothes, and shoes via Zoom as like a story that you want to share. Also hands-on volunteers. We love when people come and want to go through donations, want to help with our child care, want to help with community events. And most of all, I just would love people to stop judging and just pay it forward. If you see someone that needs help, if you can assist them, help them with a resource, but do not judge, and just help one another.
Tyra, I'm so pleased to have talked to you today about the work you are doing, not only with young women in your area, but really just setting the precedent for the rest of us to really start immersing ourselves in our communities and providing support to one another, as we probably know we already should be doing. So I think this would be a wonderful reminder. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Community Connections. Tyra Moore, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for this episode of Community Connections, airing right here on OROMIA11. As always, I am your host, Anna Orr, and I look forward to connecting again with you soon.
meeshaaleen manaa hedduun gonkumaa balfa keessatti gatamuu akka hin qabne beektuu laata? Eeyyeen meeshaaleen akka faaya durii, baatiriiwwan, elektirooniksiiwwan, hambaaleen nyaataa fi meeshaaleen xixiqqoon hundi tasuma iddoo balfitti gatamuu qabutti gatamuu hin qaban. Eessatti ganna jettanis hin yaaddawinaa. Jiddugali naannoo Raamzii meeshaalee kanneen walitti qabee deebisee hojiirra oolchuu waan jiruuf achuma geessuu qofatu isinirraa eegama. Meeshaalee manaa fi alatti itti fayyadamnuu fi miidhaa geessuu danda'an kanneen akka halluu moofaa, keemikaalota garaagaraa, baatiriiwwan, oomishaalee konkolaataa fi kanneen biroo, meeshaalee elektirooniksii fi meeshaalee mana keessaa kanneen akka televezyiinii, koompitara, maayikirooweevii, maashinii rifeensaan gonfatan, kan ilkaan rigatan, kan juusii ittiin dhaatanii fi kanneen biroo, peestaalaa fi pilaastika wahiin maratan, meeshaalee mana keessaa kanneen deebi'anii faayidaa irra ooluu danda'an kanneen akka qaruuraa, xaasaa, kaartoonii, waraqaa fi kanneen biroo, hambaalee nyaataa kanneen akka quuncee kuduraalee fi muduraalee, qola killee, nyaata yeroon irra dabre, lafee fi kan kana fakkaatan, sibiilota caccabaa kan siree mukaa fi sibiilaa, ujummoolee fi kan kana fakkaatan yoo qabaattaniif hundaa nu bira fiduu ni dandeettan. Jiddugala Raamzii kanatti oomishaalee akka zayita makiinaa, halluu fi meeshaalee qulqullina manaatiif oolan kanneen irra deebiin fayyadamuu dandeettanis bilisaan argachuu ni dandeettan. Waa'ee jiddugala naannoo Raamzii caalatti baruudhaaf ramzirecycles.com/ec daawwadha. Wajjin taane qulqullina naannoo fi hawaasa keenyaa haa eegnu. Jiddugala qulqullinaa naannoo kaawuntii Raamzii.